Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast, episode 128. We're your hosts. I'm Noor the Baghdaddy.
It's Saji in the building, baby.
It's your girl, Moeezy.
It's the Prince. What's up?
And today we are joined by a very, very special guest. At this point, Australian icon. We have to say it. Alright? Superstar. And most importantly, Abra Ball's cousin. Peter Ball's back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Bro, we've been waiting for this.
I know, it's been a
lot to
while.
discuss.
There's too much.
It's been a while. It has.
I swear, I don't even know where to begin from, man. But it's good to have you back, bro.
Thank you. It's good. I've been waiting to get back on here.
Yeah.
I was hoping to bring my cousin with me. Circumstances, you know.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
COVID.
Bro, what a sitch, man. What have you been up to, man? Like, I mean, obviously everyone
knows what you've been up
Yeah.
to.
Everyone knows what you've been up to, the big one. But like, yeah, what's the past? How long was the last time that we had him on?
9 months. It's
What's
been,
What's the past
9 months
almost
now.
year been like for you? When you say what the last year's been for you, what even comes to mind, bro? Like what? Yeah, what has happened?
It's probably been fun, a bit wild, crazy.
Yeah,
No, but I definitely enjoyed it, man. It's just a bit of everything.
Yeah.
The training, the traveling, the journey, and you know, with everything that you've seen on TV and stuff. It's just been nice.
Bro.
It's a whole different game now, I think.
You mentioned TV, right? Because the other day, the numbers came out and all the stuff of the
Ooh,
most
yeah.
watched sporting events in Aussie in the last decade. I think it was something like that.
I think I'll put that up. I think I tagged myself on that.
I definitely saw it from his account.
Me too, but I didn't want to throw him under like that. Alright, but the figure was 3.1 million people watched your race, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you clocked how big of a figure that is?
That's massive.
It's a lot of people.
That's over 10% of
people.
Australia.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh yeah, it is.
Quick math.
Wow.
Bro, in my head I said, wait, what? Hold on. Yeah. Damn,
The
bro.
whole world was on it,
That's
man.
insane. That is insane.
But you guys were on lockdown.
Hey,
And think
yeah,
about
right.
it.
It was the best part
time
about
zone was the
lockdown.
best time zone too.
Yeah.
And everyone was on lockdown.
Yeah.
It was too
But
perfect.
still, to have that many people
Yeah.
watch for like a race that went for 1 minute and 44 seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the race you don't want to miss, bro.
Yeah.
You go get your food, you come back, the rest is finished.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
honest.
legit.
It was tough because I was trying to tell my family because, you know, we're always late. It's like, you can't be a minute late.
Yeah.
You missed the whole
I
race.
missed
There's
it.
no
I missed it.
Bro, all right. Now we're
Incredible.
talking about it, yeah? You went to the Olympics, bro. You know, we're talking about you preparing for it. On the last episode, you went, bro.
You killed it.
You killed it.
Yeah,
You
that
absolutely
was
killed
nice.
it, man. This is, you know, you said Australian icon. I said, yeah, this guy's up for running for who's going to be Australian of the year.
Australian of the Year, Bachelor 2022.
Oh, true.
I don't know. I heard
that'd
already
be
in his
season.
inbox. I don't know.
Bro, once they start throwing your name around and that, they like you. The TV
Bro.
likes you.
But
Nah,
fam.
for
Bachelor,
real.
bro. Oh, imagine
Yeah,
that.
I'm on that next year, actually.
Word, actually?
No, I'm not kidding.
Yo!
Nah, I'm kidding.
I actually believed it. I believed it.
This guy just take random ladies on dates, bro.
They need to make it happen, though. They need to make it happen.
Man.
Bro,
Bro, it's been a wild
No,
time.
to be honest,
Yeah.
I'll put up a post of the two photos, you know, saying two visions in 2022. But I actually didn't know the flower, the rose represented the Bachelor.
Everyone got excited.
So I had someone from The Age message me inbox. Like,
No way.
You on the Bachelor? we're just on the inside and all this stuff. And I went on Twitter, more people were messaging me. And I was like, I'm just gonna play along.
Alright, is
Imagine.
it unethical? Like, as in, could you do this legally? Forget ethics, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, if they were like, oh, we want the inside scoop, and you're like, yeah. How much do you want to pay me? And I'll give you the information. And then
And it's
just
wrong
lie.
and it's false.
You know, I actually never even thought about that.
oh, no way.
Yeah. Do you need a business manager?
Now, trust. He's already gone and his name is Abrabo.
I want stats.
Oh,
my
man.
days.
But, bro, how's the Olympics, man? Let's talk about that.
Man, it's kind of different, you know, because of COVID. So the situation there was a bit like strange compared. If you compare the Olympics to 5 years before or 6 years now, in Rio, where you could do whatever you want, see whoever you want. It's like kind of different. You couldn't do any of that. But the good side was you were pretty connected to your team because
team, yeah.
all you had is your team because everything else was like restrictive. You couldn't get out the village. You couldn't party if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Nothing. So it was more like performance wise and just getting around your team and stuff like that. So
What a race,
Strictly
man.
sport.
it's
Yeah,
strictly,
yeah.
They didn't even let you guys sleep good. How were those cardboard beds? And how
That's
many
wild.
of them broke? I asked you the question last time.
Damn.
Nah, I slept pretty well. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, I think I saw you put up a story at one point and I replied, I'm like, bro, is these them cardboard beds or you living good? He's like, nah, I'm living good, bro.
No, they're actually pretty
That's
good.
crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty comfortable. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
And I think you had to like have a few people on there to break them. So. I
Damn.
don't know
Someone
what you
said
mean.
someone was doing research. Someone definitely broke it at one point.
Four's the limit. How do you know?
I do have a
That's
question about
crazy.
your race though.
Yeah.
Because I watched it very
Even
close.
before that, dude, let's build up to it, bro.
Let's build up to the race.
Some-
yeah.
Obviously, no one goes into a sporting event or like, you know what I mean? Like, you went to the Olympics. You're expecting to you trained to try to get to the finals, obviously. But when it's actually now happening that you're there, bro, what's going through your head?
Yeah, it's different, but like you said, you train and you expect yourself to be there. So for me, it's a bit different than for everyone else viewing because I expect to be there. And in fact, I expect to do well. So like when I left the Gold Coast, whatever it was, I think I was doing a video and I said I'm going to make the final. Not out of arrogance, just out of confidence. You know the shape you're in, and you gotta. If you kind of believe in yourself, and the rest kind of takes care of itself. And with COVID and everything, I was actually supposed to go to Cairns from the Gold Coast, and I spoke to my manager and I said, look, man, I think the best way is if we go to Europe, compete against the best first. And, it's like there was the risk of getting COVID. If you had COVID, no matter how fit you are, you're not allowed to start the race. So that was that risk. But we're like, nah, let's take it and we'll be all right. So the lead up to it, I wasn't actually stressed at all, I was kind of quite chilled.
Yeah.
I guess experience, confidence, and you train for this thing for like
That's true.
ages, right?
I'm just thinking like the mental state. you
Yeah.
know, that's
Bro, I don't think he understands how much the whole of Australia was
just-
just building up to this. Like, the heats. Nice. Yeah. Good stuff. Semis, quarters, whatever it was. Good stuff. Oh, snap, this is happening. Oh, we're on, boys. I'm like, yo.
No. The moment I realized like how big of an impact was, I was sitting in the office and like someone next to me is reading an article about like your race because this was before the final race. I think second one or something, and they're reading articles, whatever. And like people just chatting about it. And I'm like, wow,
It's big.
Like,
This is-
yeah, people
yeah.
are invested.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
I
sick.
think That's the impact you kind of have, It was massive, the influence. There's papers everywhere. Like, I think my parents saved a bunch of papers. The Western Australian, the Age, whatever. There was just papers, headline, this and that. And it did help because, breaking 2 records in 2 days. And then it was like, I think 53 years since the last Australian has been in the final.
what was the record? Personal best in Australia.
Yeah, so Joseph Dang actually held the Australian
Yeah,
record.
he had the same one.
Where you dog the boys, bro?
But yeah, I think the thing is you can run fast and chase times, but usually you need to perform. Like anyone can run
For
fast.
sure.
You can run fast in Australia, but can you do it when it matters the most?
Yeah,
And
that's true.
That's in Turkey. I think that's what differentiates different people.
Do you feel because there was no fans in the stadiums, right?
Nah, there was no one. I could just hear my footsteps.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's insomnia. That's all I can say.
So was that harder or easier as an athlete?
I always joke. I say, man, we've been preparing us for our whole life. In Australia here, there's no fans. So,
Damn.
That's crazy.
unless you guys want to come to the next race.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Where is it? We'll pull up.
Yeah, for sure.
Adelaide.
Hey,
We don't know. People
scared to
might
be a
get
bit-
jet lagged.
he's sleeping through it.
Yeah, we're just trying to be like you, bro. Catching flights and that. We've
Yeah,
been going on
yeah,
our
yeah,
own
yeah.
trips too. Because, bro, you ain't stopped, man, since that.
He doesn't stop.
He has not stopped since the Olympics, bro. But hey,
Yeah,
going
that's
back,
crazy.
final race, bro.
Yeah.
You started it, you're running it. You even took the lead. You took that. You took that step.
That's
and
what I was
like-
gonna ask. I was gonna ask, what was your strategy towards each race? Because obviously, race number one was you were kind of like chilling,
big
and then obviously you took first place, like the last 20 meters or so.
Yeah.
The second race, which is the semifinals, you were kind of just chilling on the second place all the way through, and then you took first.
Yeah.
But then your finals, you just went for first all the way through.
No, because you've gotta understand running, right?
Break it
And you
down,
gotta
bro.
understand your competitors. So
Yeah.
in the heats, I think I had the American, who's a front runner. So like that's the only way he knows how to run. So we knew the race is gonna be fast.
Yeah.
In the semifinal, we had the other Sudanese guy, Michael Rob. He goes hard, and he led it. He just happened to go lead it. And then the final, there was no front runner.
There was a
You want to chill with the big boys?
Yeah, there's no front runner. Everyone want to chill at the back.
Yeah.
So it slows the race down.
Yeah.
So it's like, for us, it was like, well, what's the best strategy? You could either sit at the back, sit in the middle. Sitting in the middle is tough when the race is slow because you get tripped up. Sitting at the back is probably a bit worse because you got to try. You're giving
Catch
people
up
head
later.
start
Yeah.
that are top 8 in the world. And then sitting at the front is like, well, you're raking to win everyone, and everyone's just kind of using you. So it's like,
True.
what do you do? And I think I took the lead with about 500 to go. The only thing I would have done differently probably is take the lead and control it rather than sprint it off.
Because I like the gas that came in, innit?
That lactic acid, yeah. You know that lactic acid. You know.
That was
Sauce quality, yeah.
Bro.
Wow.
Man, when I started seeing, I forgot what's the other Kenyan runner. They had Rotich and then
Rotich, yeah.
What's the other one's name?
Emmanuel Kriya.
Yeah, bro. When he had the head,
You knew he was on.
when
He was
that
on.
pop was gone, I said, "This man's in his stride."
This man's gone.
I said, "He's in his stride right now." But
man.
bro, it was an elite race, bro.
It was a
like,
beautiful race, man.
and it was so crazy because, like, obviously, we want you to win, you know. But just the feeling of like, bro, he did that.
Yeah.
Like universally, that's what we all felt, bro. It was
Yeah.
like,
Still the fourth fastest.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
leader.
To get there is
I'm not gonna
incredible.
bro, I went to the toilet quick. I had to, bro. I choked. I don't know what happened. I said, I actually didn't go to the toilet. I went, bro, I was doing the race with you. Yeah, we can do this. I was sprinting with you, bro. Came back. I said, I'll bet. And I was like, I didn't miss it, but bro, it was nice.
It
man.
was.
It was like, you did that, man. It was very sick, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro. Yeah, go.
Everything behind it is just crazy, unreal. It's nice, so much support from everyone.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone there.
Sponsors start hitting you up.
Not even sponsors, right? I think I went to the games with like 7K followers. And after the final, it just escalated.
Your
This is
followers
literally what I was about to say. We were doing social media analytics for you, bro.
No, legit.
Every hour, sitting there pulling down reference. My
Pretty sure I have screenshots
Bro, we
from
got
before
the
you
screenshots.
left.
We tracked it.
We've got screenshots.
Bro,
Within an hour, bro.
Honestly.
like, oh my days, bro. How?
The jump is
Where did that
incredible.
come from? Out of the woodworks, man.
Honest.
Everyone, I was like, yo, this is impact, bro.
It's crazy.
It's
For
wild,
sure.
man.
I remember
sure.
I put a story up, and I think he said, "Mum's house going crazy" because all my brothers were jumping up and down. You know, they were pretty funny. And I think you know how you see how many people viewed your story. It was 50,000 people.
Woo.
Sheesh.
That's
I gotta make a
crazy.
close friends list.
Hey, don't lie.
That's
Just
crazy.
family's faces like that, bro.
Yeah, go.
sorry.
I was gonna say, how did that make you feel? Because obviously, when you're training, you're on the field, you're racing, you don't realize and see all those people coming in, all those people coming onto your page. But then afterwards, when you've kind of settled down, once the race is finished, you go on your phone and you're like, what the heck is going on? Your notifications are probably blowing up. How do you feel? Like, how were you feeling?
So good thing is I planned a little bit further ahead. So because I expected to be in the final, I knew it would be such a big deal.
Yeah.
Especially because 53 years, I knew like there would be media attention, the following and stuff like that. I just knew how to handle it. I just kind of focused on, you know, the people that I got back to were the people that had my number directly.
Okay, yep.
That probably my coach, my manager, the people that I need to speak to.
ScoMo, apparently.
It's going.
Hit up your line.
No, he didn't call me. He called me after.
Yeah.
Because people are professional. They know not to call
Yeah.
you. Like
During.
the media know
Yep.
they can't message you or anything during the games. You have to wait till after the games. So we had Abra handle most of the.
Shout out Abra, man.
Shout out to
Marketing manager
him.
of the year, bro.
Whenever you're in Melbourne,
Honestly,
that's your scene.
shout out to him.
Because the story they're trying to build it and trying to get to my family house back in Perth to bring cameras and everything while they were there. And they couldn't contact me. So I think they contacted my manager. My manager says their best number. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Abra loves to talk to the media. and my mom didn't really want to deal with it. So Abra was just like talking to Channel 9, Channel 10, Channel this. And my mom
love
said
it.
he was there the whole morning.
Oh, I love that. I love
He
that.
loves it. But
Yeah.
he's great help, you know, he's a great person.
Right, because
So
I got the guy on Snap, yeah? I'm just, Snapchat's where the real content was at. That's all I can say. Like, yeah, just finished Channel 7. No biggie. Oh, damn, Channel 9 too. Look at them. I said, bro, what's going on in here, man?
No way.
Right,
I
it was-
love that.
He was in
feeling.
everything. He's got every
Yeah.
reporter's number. But credit to the guy, he actually did help me quite a lot during the lead up to the Olympics. When I was in Perth, he trained. We trained together, and it's not that. It's just having someone there makes a huge difference.
yeah.
And run around with, and he was getting pretty fit. And then when I was in the Gold Coast, he flew over, and he was training with me at the Gold
That's
Coast.
awesome.
So he actually has been like part of this journey as well. Like people
awesome.
don't understand. I think he's just silly. He's silly, but
Nah, he's been there, man.
That's
Crucial role.
and
Yeah.
we've known him like basically forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. Nah, bro. Because you guys went, it wasn't Germany. Was it? I think you went Germany after
Nah, I
that.
think we were
After?
Germany for a bit.
After the game.
Yeah,
After.
you went later down though. I think because you after the games you went straight to. Can't remember where that was. It was in Europe.
So I live in Germany for like about 2-3 months a year. So you have a base there.
flex.
So big flex. Just saying.
Base there.
Yeah, it's just good to have a base. You feel
Yeah.
like home. So I went back to Germany and I had a race in Poland, and so I was back in a small city called Tübingen, and then we had. I think that's when Scott Morrison called me because I think at the games, back to the games, I was in a car ride with the AOC and they said, do you want to do a press conference because there's so much media around it, and I was like, we're not allowed to watch anything, right? We're not allowed to go anywhere. I said, surely I can bribe my way through to watch an NBA, watch the basketball game. I said, yeah, I'll come. And then while we're in the car, I was like, you guys reckon I could go to basketball? And they're like, yeah. You can come with us.
Nice.
And on the way to the basketball, one of the ASE workers was like, Pete, I have an unusual request for you. I was like, yeah, what is it? She said, the Prime Minister wants to speak to you.
No way.
I was like,
Imagine.
my first thought, and not like rudely, I was like, are you even allowed to say no to something like that? like why ask for my permission,
True.
And I said, say no more, like, give him my number. He didn't call me that day. And I think he thought I was getting back to Darwin with the rest of the team, but I went back to Europe. So he called me while I was in Europe, and it's different time zone. I was sleeping. My phone was, I think I went out the night before. I was so tired, I was sleeping.
Jet lag.
Jet lag. But this was long enough flight to jet lag.
Yeah, Carlos.
None of this 2 hour stuff.
Scurry said Peter. He said what?
So this number called me, and I was with my boy Raheem, and my phone was ringing, and I was like, "Who's ringing me at this time?" I just hung it up, and I went back to sleep, and then he sends a voice message, and it's the Prime Minister. I was like, "She."
Can't miss that opportunity.
I was like, "She, come on, gotta humble ourselves."
Yeah.
Pick up, called him back, and we had a good conversation. But he left me a voice
Wow.
voice
That's
message, which is
amazing.
nice.
What a life.
How was
I know.
life when you came back to
That's-
Australia though?
Bro, what? I swear he only just recently got back here, bro.
He's been here for a while.
Not even.
It's not a couple weeks.
Melbourne, I haven't been here long.
Yeah.
But Perth, I was there
Perth,
for like
yeah,
3
yeah.
months.
Yeah, you're in Perth for a bit. Yeah,
months.
yeah.
But even
Sorry, Perth doesn't feel like it's part of Australia. For a minute anyway.
Well, at this point, they're really their own thing.
Yeah, shout out to Perth, bro.
But now it's
Yeah.
it's obviously different. Yeah. There's a lot more interest and attention and stuff like that. But the main thing, man, as long as you just be yourself, the same person, it's calm. Like it doesn't really matter. I still do the same things I do. Nothing else has changed on my way. Like everyone else can around you would change.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Not
like,
you.
I'm still calm. I'm still chilled.
I was gonna say, what's your least favorite part since this whole thing changed for you? Because there was the night we were at.
What happened?
He said, no comment.
I knew this man was gonna say something.
Hey, if you don't want me to tell the story, I won't. So what's your least favorite part, Ben?
Let us say his version of the story.
I don't actually know. I don't think there's a least favorite part. That sounds like I'm just lying.
No, man.
I don't know. I think my favorite part, probably you go about my favorite. My favorite part is probably
Media training.
media training. Yeah, well media trained. My favorite part is probably not just the attention that I got, because I don't really like that much attention.
Yeah.
But like
That's why you have close friends, bro.
Yeah.
Legit.
Like the people close to me, like they actually got to see that because like it's such an individual sport, right? and you see like Peter broke the Australian record, Peter ran 2
Yeah.
records, 53 years. Like there's no one around you that gets that that mention. Like you don't know. Like my coach Justin was there for years. My manager James was there the whole time. Joseph Dang, my training partner.
Yeah.
And then your family, like getting all that attention on the media and being on TV and stuff like that. They even got a free TV out of like Harvey Norman.
It didn't last, did it?
Nah, let's shout, bro.
But that was beautiful to see as well. Like, see, like your family there.
Yeah.
Because cameraman got like a good view of that. I was like,
And
yeah,
they
wow, it's
embrace,
amazing, bro.
these guys embrace the media. Like,
Oh, man.
Like I was reading, I remember I was sitting at the games even before my semi-final, and I was reading stuff. I was like, should I be reading this? This is really distracting. And then my brother's going on about, I knew Peter was different when he bought this thing called Weet-Bix.
No way.
Made up stories at this point. One time we saw him fight a bear.
No, I kid you not. I kid you not. The article, I think, says something like, he's eating Weet-Bix, but I guess he was doing him.
What does that even mean?
Right, hey, it was good enough for the article to say, yeah, that's the one. Exclusive. That's going in.
No.
Can we pixie jump after that? That's a good one.
I was gonna say surely.
They fumbled. Sanitarium and that.
Sure.
So I'm mentioning it right now.
Up and go. Come on, man.
Yeah, bro.
So it's good for that because they just got a lot of attention they deserve because they've been there like in the shadows for so long and they've helped so much. Like you don't realize how much, like maybe they're not there with training and don't invest it at the times as much, but you know the best support you can get is people just being there for you, and those guys have been there. So it's like it's nice, you know. For me, I could do without. I could do without the attention. In fact, I prefer to be just kind of low key, quiet. But then you just gotta embrace it. It's pretty nice.
You kind of have to because then
for
if you
sure.
don't embrace it in a, not that you're forced to embrace it positively, right?
Yeah.
But if you become now the antagonist or that villain kind of guy,
Yeah.
that's get away from me. Like,
doesn't want it.
getting all this attention. Oh, get out of here. No, I don't want no press, none of that. Like,
Yeah.
it looks a bit corny as well sometimes.
It
Like
is,
when
yeah.
you can, because I like what you're doing. Like, you know, you do prefer to do your own thing and all that. But if the opportunity is there and you've been now given the platform to do so, take it and do it in
Utilize
your
it.
way as well.
Yeah,
Utilize
yeah.
it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Bro.
do it your way. You just stay you and do it your way. Yeah.
I think at this
Respect.
point, every parent in Australia trusts you with their kid as well. Because, like, bro, every photo, man, like, bro, you're the idol now for these kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I told you, up and coming Australian of the year, bro.
Yo, that's actually a very cool. I just realized this. Like, there must be a kid right now that watched the Olympics this year and goes, "I want to be like."
For
this."
sure.
Bro.
Somewhere around.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We've really been trying to get into our bag, like you know what I mean. You got was it Deliveroo, I believe. Let me not get it wrong. Yeah, Deliveroo, all them kind of guys seen you up. So you know what I mean.
Spag ball. That was it.
Spag balls, all you been called. So we try to copy you know what I mean. Shout out Manscaped for that.
Hey, let's go.
Valentine's Day is coming up, so you know what I mean. Mao did the read last time, Noah did as well. It's Cupid's time, you know what I mean. It's Cupid's time
It
to
is.
shine, and yeah, you got to keep that below the waist grooming looking kind of sweet. So Manscaped's got you for that. Keeping your Cupid's arrow looking great. So girls, hook it up with your man. Them guys,
not too
make sure
late.
you look after yourself as
Yep.
well. The code is TDP
For 20% off and free
20%
shipping.
off and free shipping, man.
Manscaped.com.
Bro, I think if you,
I might need that code.
I was gonna say, I reckon you would have broke the record. You would have won.
Aerodynamics.
If you were extra breezy.
Legit.
But out through TDP
yeah, get your
for
Manscaped.
20% off and free shipping, man.
Yep.
It's Valentine's Day, so make sure you're keeping yourself looking sweet. Like I said, ladies, hook it up for your husband and look after yourself for your wifey, man. Them, so get that cracking. Bro, the brands have been hitting you up, man.
Yeah, that's a good thing, right? And then at the back of that, like there's the business side of things. So it's great because a few weeks after, my agent James said he put me aside and said, "Look, I think we need to sign with different people." And I signed with the Fordham company, and they've been great. You know, all that stuff you're seeing online, whether it's Deliveroo, whether it's Airbnb,
Airbnb as well, man.
all the
yep.
speaking engagements for the major corporates and stuff like that. It's all been them. It's nice to have
That's
that handle
awesome.
because as an athlete or as anyone, like if you guys doing a podcast, you want to focus on your podcast and how well you want to do it.
That's true.
And then you need other people to do other things for you. And it's just a great partnership at the moment. It works well.
Yeah, and it's good because your sport is no one can really take control of it. like in order for you to train, in order for you to get better, that's all on you. So it's like all those extra people that are coming in helping you with the outside stuff, they can't really come and take over your actual, you know, sport, the thing that you do. So I guess you have a lot of control in that area, which is nice. But I was gonna say, like, has it gotten to a point where it's like you're losing control of some things, or?
You can lose control pretty easily because with that much attention, there's more people, there's more invitations everywhere, so it can distract you from certain places and being at training, recovery, whatever. But I think I don't know. I think I'm pretty experienced, so like I'm pretty low key, so it's pretty easy to handle in a way that I know, like the reason I'm getting all these opportunities, obviously, is who you are as a person, but without that platform at the Olympics, without that performance, you would never been there. So
For sure.
you cannot neglect the most important thing, which got you all that stuff. That's gotta be like, you know, that's gotta be like the king of the chess, you know, and then everything else around that is like those little things you can do. You know, you can do some media there, some speaking engagements here, some stuff there, but when time's to go, when time is like to focus,
Time to
then
focus,
it's time to go.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important to have a good team. Like the Fordham, they understand how important athletics is. On top of that, James is in the middle, who's my athletics manager, so he understands my programs, talks on my behalf, everything like that. So it just works out. It just works out great.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
And obviously, yeah, as you mentioned, you've been doing speaking engagements and so on. Can you talk a little bit more about that, like before the Olympics versus after the Olympics, and you know what you talked to them about?
The good thing is, what I'm doing, I was already doing way before the Olympics, a few years before. And like you set yourself plans outside, you know, sports or on track and off track, you know. Like I figured after the Olympics, my speaking engagements are gonna go. You get a lot more just because it's Olympic year. You could guess that. It doesn't need to be stock. You can kind of guess that.
True,
And
almost like regardless of how well you do with it.
yeah, like you can guess that. And then but what you couldn't guess is like okay, I didn't actually know that was gonna be that much attention.
Yeah.
It was a good thing I was already speaking, so it's like it's fine. So like I got all these
Get an
speaking
engagement. Now you found out you got to stutter all of a sudden.
yeah, now I'm stuttering. Yeah,
So, whoa.
Well, welcome.
yeah. You're getting it. If you're not prepared and you get it, it's like, oh man, this guy can run, but he can't really speak.
Bro, run your mouth.
Oh, no.
Nah, come on, man.
Yeah, so I guess if I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy speaking or anything, I wouldn't do it. You just find things that else you enjoy doing because opportunities come either way. But yeah, I was doing that beforehand. So like verse after, there was a lot more.
Yeah.
At a higher volume, and you know your price is obviously a lot higher because you're high
What about
profile
the
athlete.
bag?
Yeah.
The back now.
Yeah. So of course. So it's like it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Business side.
Like with the whole agency stuff and like managers and like looking after you in terms of media stuff, like do you have to tell them like if you're doing this, for example, like our podcast? Like, have you told anyone, or is it just like whatever?
Instead of you told him.
This man's out to kill me today.
have you let them know?
This episode's never gonna drop.
hey, this is pretty leaving the house. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat.
Chicken wings.
No, the reason I asked because like is that, and then it's like, do you also have to tell your coaches and stuff if you're gonna just randomly do sport outside that? Because I've always wondered that with like my friends that play football, or whatever,
That's true.
professionally. It's like when I play football with them, do they tell someone like, "Yo, I might get injured"? That's doing
Playing with a
five-a-side
friend,
right
yeah.
now.
That's a good point. So sports wise, sponsors obviously not going to be happy if I'm out at Sunday Jam dunking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I am, make sure no cameras.
Yeah.
Of course, no one's gonna be happy if you're doing
Yeah.
that.
That's true.
And it's probably not smart on your behalf, anyways.
Yeah.
But like podcasts and stuff, no, it's chill, it's calm. Like it's more unless you guys pay me.
That's great.
Why is everyone turning around?
Hey, bro, we just got a sponsor, bro.
And they haven't even properly paid us yet.
We'll see what you
Nah,
got.
don't do that to us.
Hey, Cha, we just got sent
You guys
invoice.
trying to invoice me then? I mean,
Oh, man.
Don't even see chicken wings, man. Come on, bro.
Bro, honestly, yeah, we can take you to that.
But something you obviously can't talk about because, like, when we asked before, you're like, you know, you can say no comment to certain things. Is it?
yeah, I always said I'm gonna I would never change my voice regardless for whoever.
Yeah.
So I'll speak on whatever I need to speak on. But there's some things you gotta, speak about probably more professionally
Yeah.
and like
It makes
in the
sense.
right
Yeah,
way.
for
Like
sure.
say for example, like a big one would be like, I guess everyone wants to know about like racism and whatnot. Like, of course you can speak on racism, but then you can't go like everyone's racist. So you gotta be like these certain people. You gotta take it the right
The
way.
conversation,
yeah.
like, I think that's what I'm starting to realize as well, because there's all that stuff going on with Joe Rogan and that right now,
Yeah.
so with his podcast and everything. I'm like, conversations, 100%, we shouldn't ever limit what people can say, but we have to actually still be smart about what
you say.
It's
Because
responsible.
you are in a
Especially,
position,
if you're
you're in a position as
responsible,
well of so many people watching you.
you've got a platform.
So like you could, especially if you're not saying probably your opinion, then you just say that's your opinion. Because
That
if you
preference,
you say like there's a little kid that wants to be like you,
Yeah.
he's probably gonna start copying everything that you're doing. You don't want to be responsible if it's the wrong thing. Especially later on, you'd be like, damn. Like for you, it's like, oh no, I've now matured. But for him, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
For him, it's like, damn, little criminal now.
That's the formative years, and that's what his formative years are. That's true, bro. That's
Because
You
you
know what
have-
I'm saying? So you
yeah.
gotta be just considerate
Yeah,
of
yeah.
so it's not just all about you in that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you keep your voice 100%.
Because you have that influence, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, whether
like
you
you
like it or
actually
not.
have an influence on
Can't just be
people.
like it's his fault.
Yeah.
See, I like that attitude because I've always heard like celebrities when I was like growing up, whatever, the ones that are like, I don't want to be a role model.
I didn't ask for
Like,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you are like just accept it, and I think that's a dope approach.
That's I mean, I don't know if you pretty much just answered.
But I guess the more
but-
sustainable way is to actually build resilient kids that actually just be themselves at the start.
100%.
Regardless. So
Yeah.
so like there's no pressure even in these influences
sure.
or another because they gotta be themselves at the end of the day. So it's like that's working on the bottom.
That's true. That's true.
We're working solutions out here.
Come on, man.
Are you scared of getting cancelled? Like, or doing something that could get you cancelled? Like, not that you would. I don't think you
I
would.
wonder what he could do.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know what I could do to get cancelled.
Probably more say than do, isn't it?
No, well, like okay, for example, I was where was I? I was on a holiday, man. I was trying to live my best life. I was on the way from where was I? I think I went to Lisbon with some friends, and then I was back in Germany, and then I was going to London, and then I get a phone call. I was just getting off the flight, and my auntie's going, "Tell that guy, bruh, he's put your name on the news everywhere."
Oh no.
I'm like, listen, I'm in London. I'm trying to live my best life. I'm not even there. Like that's just
Actually,
I'm not even in the country. That's just the media doing what they're doing. Like I don't have control over that.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna. And like I'm not gonna waste energy on it. But the people around you, you can't let them also have that energy on you because if they're like they start stressing you out, like, oh, this guy's doing this and that. I was like, no, this guy hasn't done anything to my name. You ran around this football field, did a backflip, whatever.
Good backflip.
Whatever he did, not I don't condone whatever he did, right?
100%.
Right?
He does. I do. I condone it.
You know,
No, you-
whether he condone it or not, it's still not me.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Exactly.
is not
bro.
me.
Exactly.
100%.
That's
He's his
Facts.
all one person,
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And he's still my family. Like, it is what it is. He's done it. He's his own thing. But yeah, like, I always,
Family's family.
family's family, right?
Bro, the ball effect killed me, bro. It's a real thing. The ball effect is real, bro. We hopped on that train too, bro. By accident. Bro,
accident.
the views of your
Oh,
episode
yeah.
went up.
Yeah.
I said, best
The week of
believe
the
I'm putting a
Olympics,
hashtag saying 800 meters, Olympics, Peter Ball. I said, best believe. I was like, it's so crazy how that flow-on effect is now. Like, it's
Yeah.
not, you're the epicenter of like the ripple effect of
For
everything
sure.
now. I'm like, that's so wild, man. Like, yeah, like you said, your family is now getting roped into all this, man.
Everyone got pulled up, bro.
Yeah.
Anyone who's at association.
Yeah, my sister, she's 16. She said she sent some funny messages on the family group chat. She said, "Tell me why this girl invited me to her birthday."
No way.
She's never spoken to me.
I love that.
Brackets, bring your brother.
It's the 16th, bro. I'm not
You
coming.
are your brother's plus one.
What do you mean?
Like, just go to the birthday, man. Say happy birthday.
How's that whole getting people fit and active going, bro? Because I saw
They get the hood.
Joseph did the Hood Olympics. Joseph had that
that.
going on, bro. The most entertaining live I've ever seen.
That was hilarious. That was
Yeah, how's that
actually
journey
hilarious.
going? Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Because I remember like the last time you heard, that's what you're talking about, like, you know,
Yeah.
you actually do aspire to like get into like getting other people
Yeah.
more fit.
It actually
Things
became
like that, yeah.
more like it's not even fitness. You just realize these boys, like Abra, for example, he literally just came to run with me out of boredom, and then he started enjoying it. And then it's like the effect, and then his friends started coming, and they're just like, man, we feel good, we want to come. And then with these guys, they come one day, it's like, so they come next week and whatnot, but they're still enjoying it, and it's just a good environment to kind of have that around you. You know, you gotta be active, you know, to sustain your mental sometimes. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's been great just having a bunch of people jump in. I'm always in, like, as professional as I am or fourth in the world, like when someone wants to jump in at training, I just say, yeah, come jump in, and we can like just change up your sessions. So that's an open invitation for you guys.
I'm down.
I was trying to avoid eye
Here's my
contact, bro.
question.
No, you guys raced me last time.
Not doing that again. Don't do that again.
Right into the camera, ladies.
Hey, look.
Carlos still recovering.
Do that again.
I wanted to ask you, like, do they keep up with you when you run?
Are those guys?
Yeah. Like, obviously, you're not running at full intensity, but
No, you change it so they can. So with like Abra, so say I'll do a session of 8 by 400s. I get him to do 8 300s when he starts getting tired. Then I get him to do like 200s instead.
Yeah.
So he's doing at least the first half with
Yeah.
me, and then he's keeping that pace and it's running. So yeah, some of
8
them.
by 400, bro. Isn't that
Because
3.2 kilometers, bro?
around, yeah, it's a lot. It's actually a lot. Because at the end of last year, we started running, like a group of guys,
Yeah.
like us three, 2 other boys.
Where was my invite?
Whoa. Nah, no, remember? Yeah, you hit us up. You told us to get on the other app, remember? You were like,
Strive.
because we were on one app. and then
you
told us
guys
to-
are using that.
Yeah.
What is that?
The ops.
Yeah.
I need to get on Strava.
Yeah, Strive. That's the
But
one.
what
I don't want to hear it if it ain't Strava. It didn't happen. The GPS not working. Telling me these guys
Hey,
running
maybe that's why I
350
got
pace.
injured.
Bro, so I said, let's jump in the group chat. I said, bro, I'm not getting on that. I said, bet.
Carlos is trying to send me his account to run for him. He's trying to cheat you
You
guys.
don't want that.
That was actually fun, bro.
Yeah, it looked fun. It looked
Yeah,
really
that
fun.
was
elite. It was elite.
I realized running 800 meters in the time you were doing it is like, it's dumb, bro.
Insane, yeah?
like, bro, my 800 meters.
You tried it?
I pissed myself off.
I said, why am I
That's
doing
crazy.
it? No one's chasing you.
At the face, 5 minutes.
Hey, she started talking in my ears. Everyone's out, bro.
Yeah, bro. Actually, now that I think about
Because
that.
it lets you know your pace. As
Bro,
you go.
because honestly, yeah, the way that racing translates to
looks
watching it on video,
standard.
it looks like you're on a big chilling, yeah? It
Yeah.
looks like, oh, bro, I could have done that.
'Cause
But
that's what-
now that-
yeah.
Now that I think about it, I wasn't doing 800 meters in that time.
Three something.
Wait,
On
do
a
you
good
do you
day,
know what the average person, like what the time the 800 meter would be for them to run?
I'll Google
Probably
it.
show
average
right
is
now, 4
like-
minutes or something.
Because you're fourth in the world and your time is.
Come on.
You said it before. I was like, did you guys miss that fourth in the world?
That's
That's
wild,
insane.
bro.
That's insane.
Hey, man.
I know.
What's the average? Like 3 something.
Yeah, what is the average?
Is 3.6 for the average human. I think this is male and female. Is 3:16 to 3:30.
3:16,
I actually sat in.
3:30.
Feels very good.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you got
So
C
what
plus.
average
You got
kilometer
C.
be?
Hey,
Elite,
leave me alone,
elite.
bro. I gotta see.
Nah,
That's what's
wild,
up.
bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
See?
So you need to cut your
A
time
few
by
more
half
years,
to get to
you guys
him.
be in Paris.
Literally, I have to cut myself.
You have to cut it by half.
Oh, you're talking half, bro.
If I cut myself in half, I might have to wait for it as well.
That's
Damn, 3.
Yeah,
insane.
nah, you guys are killing it,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Damn.
some crazy stuff.
We train for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that run was fun, actually. I don't know why I stopped doing it.
I actually don't know why we stopped
Get
that.
it back on, huh?
It's
we're
'cause
gonna
I
have-
got- it's 'cause I got
I've been
injured.
on it, you know what I
This
mean?
guy got injured. I don't know what my excuse was,
got
to
injured
be honest. Bro.
Yeah, I have a friend, he came, pretty close friend in Perth. He came over and his name, I'm going to put on the spot, Grim Medit. He's supposed to do a 400. So he came over to change and try to get fitter. This man promised us a 400. He's still not done it yet.
Just a 400.
Just a 400. He still hasn't done
Damn.
it yet. But he's done the training, but he still hasn't,
Hasn't done it yet.
Still hasn't
That's
done it yet.
crazy.
How's it like now having Joseph back in, bro? Like, he's back on the scene now with it, you know?
Yeah,
That's
he's
your training
always,
partner, yeah.
he was never like off the scene. Because like if you seen the Olympics, he was like probably the most supportive person
Yeah.
during the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like he was
Yeah.
kind of there like posting everything
All
on-
the time, bro.
on live. He loves
Yeah,
live.
Yeah.
But it's always nice, because especially, you know, we spend a lot of time on the roads, on the planes and traveling. So it's nice to have familiar faces and stuff like that. So it'd be good to have him back in Europe. You know, because you can only run so much, and then like your spare time, you want to go explore,
Legit.
check out new places.
Oh, bro, you made it look
And-
so good. Bro.
Bro, that Europe trip.
Enjoyment.
It was amazing.
Was it with you? You were hanging out with Alu, yeah?
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
He's,
he
yeah,
did
he's up in Stuttgart, which is pretty close, 2 hours. So we'd hang out all the time. Yeah.
Oh, you are, yeah, fam. The way the bike rides
The bicycle?
looking amazing. I said I've never wanted a bike ride more than I've seen this.
No, I love bike riding.
cafes,
Yeah.
everything.
The cafes, bro. I don't even like coffee.
I do that here.
No, these are different.
But everyone else is watching. Is like, oh, Europe, wow.
Nah,
Amazing.
bro,
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the scenery
Nah.
that you're
You don't have
watching.
the same ice cream,
Come on, go Marathon River.
muddy water.
Bro.
Look like, nah, that's different.
Yeah.
It was elite, man.
vibe,
Like that was a proper vibe, bro. Like it was just everything.
But
Was
it is easy traveling there. Like I said, after my last race, I just messaged one of my friends, and I was with Raheem. Raheem is from he
That's his
studies
name. I
in
was trying to remember his name.
Raheem is he's the same city I am, so we're just close. We live right next to each other. And I said, "You want to go on a holiday?" He said, "Yeah." And
Like that.
because we went the year before, the previous year, we went like around Germany, and then I messaged another friend from the UK, and I said, "Look, do you want to go on a trip?" He said, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "You pick the city."
Wow.
And he
Bro, I
said,
need new friends.
but I said it's gonna be warm, like somewhere like
Yeah.
Spain, something like that. He said Portugal. I said, say less. We got on
Wow.
a plane and we're in Portugal.
That's the nice thing with
Imagine.
Europe, man. Everything's so close.
And we're just there like for 5 days, probably no sleep, not much sleep, just out.
Missing all the phone calls, bro.
Yeah,
Legit.
every phone call. I ain't picking no phone call there.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty
Portugal,
dope.
man, that must have been nice.
Yeah, it was
bro.
real nice.
That's amazing.
Proper nice, man. What you been doing? Like, oh yeah, what did I say, sir?
And then after that, I think I went to London.
Oh, you're person.
I feel like I don't even remember your London trip.
You don't remember it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
quick.
don't remember.
It's because you weren't there.
Yeah, because you're there. It was
Or
a quick
maybe-
trip. It was a quick trip.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe because there's close friends. I don't know.
Nah, trust me. We there, bro. What you talking about, bro? Nah, hey, I got beef to pick with you, yeah?
Oh,
Bro.
I know
Why,
it's true or not. I just thought.
bro, why is man watching the close friends through the podcast account, bro?
Oh, no way.
So everyone feels involved.
What's going on here, bro?
no individual accounts.
What's going on, bro? And you tell me your guys got the...
Hey, don't look at me first. Hey, don't look at me, dog.
So that's it for...
Hey, don't look at me, bro.
Wrap it up, wrap it up. Ayo.
That's not how you make friends, huh?
Crazy scenes, bro. But it was looking...
Now everyone viewing, you got a close friends list?
I know, yeah. No, legit.
That's what I was trying
Everyone's
to
gonna
say.
hit you up.
He put it on blast himself.
Oh my days. That's
Yeah, you know you can monetize those now? Close friends, bro.
yeah, true.
Oh, can you?
We were
Yeah.
roasting the
B.
celebrity,
Simone.
like a couple episodes back. Bro, people are charging people
Just to be on there.
yeah,
Yep.
to be on their close friends.
What's the other one that people do?
Only fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you sure you want that?
Yeah, I don't know if you want that one, but
Damn,
but yeah, that
that's-
one, yeah.
Bro, yeah,
Don't do
it's
it.
happening, man.
That's
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Why not?
Which one?
The close friends.
The close
even.
friends.
Or I'll start charging people to do
I
it.
don't know, man.
Nice. You travel a lot, so like your life is pretty interesting. So I'm sure people would pay
People
to
would
see
pay
that
to see
stuff.
that, yeah.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't want people to
You ruin your brand, man.
yeah.
Yeah, trust me, no new episode after that, right? We might, yeah. If we find out that start charging, we might pull this episode off YouTube. Bro. But I was gonna say, man, even since then, you started a podcast as well, bro.
Yeah, that was
In
really fun.
my
That's
spikes.
lit. In my spike, shout out in my
I
spike.
really enjoyed it as well.
Honestly.
Yeah, the way it's been like curated, like the way you did it as well, was very different. Like as in the way you introed it in the start.
It's just, yeah, I don't want to tell you. It just cut.
That very much pissed me off. I'm washing dishes. I think I told you I'm washing dishes, bro. Listen to it and then just stop.
And
So
then
what
cut
the-
off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dope, man. How was that? How was that like?
It's a good
Why did
project.
you feel like you needed to get into that?
No, I
How
always
was the
wanted to
process
get
for that?
into
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in like, I guess you guys would know, in like marketing sense, I always wanted to get into it, but I knew the time that you could blow it up.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would be right
That's
after
what
the
we're
Olympics.
saying.
For sure.
Yeah. We said
Smart guy.
we know what's coming.
Yeah.
This guy is smart with how the timing,
strategy.
Yeah.
Move
tactics,
quick on
you
it,
know?
bro. You move quick.
You move quick, but
Yeah.
you didn't really move quick because you already had a plan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
100%.
true.
Advance and whatnot. You just released it at the right
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the correct time. Because
Yeah, bro.
anything released at that time, like it would have just been popping.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone's
You're not
waiting.
wrong. It clearly shows you had a plan because, bro, the cover art was out, bro. Intro music, all of this. I said, this guy did not do this while he's just finished the Olympics.
Yeah.
So was that like a you thing where it's like, okay, this is what I want to do after I finish this, or was like your mentor, your coach, kind of giving you that idea?
that was just
all
me
you.
by
Solely you.
myself. I've always wanted to do it, and then I wanted to do 10 episodes and stop for a bit and start in the
Like
new year.
seasons.
But then I got to 9. I think the 10th was Abra. But he was a bit shy. He said, no, I wanted to perfected it. Don't put it out yet.
Because I saw that, I was like, yo, this is
And it's a good episode.
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
That was all
yeah.
you guys sitting like,
Yeah. He's telling all his stories. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, man.
It was hilarious. And they said, nah. So the plan was
Yeah,
always
that
to
would
stop
be
after 10
Yeah.
and then rebrand it and then change it after. You know, the first 10 was just going to be like fun, like the people close to you,
Yeah.
family. That's why you had my coach, my gym. Like it's like in your spikes and like how to start like with the people that helped you get on those spikes,
Love
you know.
that.
So it's always supposed to be those people, and then moves on to like your experiences around the world and the people you met and whatnot. So yeah,
And what a reach for a podcast. Because I've always had this idea of like, in my field personally, like if I could do like a podcasting tour once, where it's like I'm going around to these different professionals in the field, around the world even, and just getting all these experiences. It's like you are able to do that just because of solely like lifestyle as well.
Yeah, for sure.
That's wild, man. Like
I don't know if anyone wants to hear about biomed, bro.
people in the field.
Yeah, there's a thing for everything.
There's a thing for
There is,
everything, bro.
there is.
People in the field want to hear this, bro. You know what I mean? But like,
he's feeling attacked now. You don't have to justify yourself to him.
tough episode, bro. This guy got one jet lag and he's acting different.
Someone get him a Happy Meal.
You know you when you're hungry, right? Come on, man. But legit, like that's proper sick. Like yeah, as you go around, you're able to pull from these different experiences and different people. And like yeah, you're right. You have the people that are close to you, people that are part of the journey in the beginning. But now you can branch it out to like industry experts.
Yeah.
Man. You can branch it out to brands and things like that. Like you can really make each season very different just because of all the different people that you're connected with and like you interact with.
You'd be surprised the conversations you're gonna have.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Different people you meet, different cultures, all different perspectives. It's just nice. It's like just having a conversation. You just put a mic on or whatever. Like Raheem was even in one of the
Yeah, I was gonna say Raheem was on that one. Yeah,
because
yeah.
like he's like my boy. I've known him for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
I like how you break that up. Like, you know, that first season focuses on, you know, people in
People
the team,
close
and
to you,
then
yeah.
the second one experience, and then whatever the third one's gonna be. That's pretty nice. That's different.
Yeah. Maybe you guys.
Say less.
Say less.
Wow, apparently not close friends. So I don't know, right?
Season 3, Media Pace. Episode 1 through 10, the Disruption Podcast.
That is killing me, bro.
Right. How have you obviously been on holidays and that, but have you like been able to balance like actually have because you said you like enjoy that time of yourself. Have you been able to balance that as well as all of these opportunities presented your way as well?
Well, the best decision was actually going back to Europe because there was so much hype after the games. And if you came straight away, maybe not Melbourne because you guys are on lockdown.
Damn.
No, I'm not trying to hate, but just
You're not wrong, bro.
Like, there's no one on the street.
Yeah,
you
man.
can walk in peace.
Bro, you're
But, like-
not allowed to walk.
5K radius.
Hey, fine, you're getting fined, bro.
Yeah. So like the best decision was actually going back to Europe. You know, have a few competitions and whatnot. And there was a funny story actually when I went back to Europe and I competed. And you just with my manager, we're sitting there. I was like, man, like there's so many people now watching everything we do. So I went to race in Poland, I think, just a random race. It's a random race, and it made the news. My mom called me, he's like, "You're on the news again." Yeah. I was like, "No, don't worry, it's just a random race." She said, "Oh, but you beat the guy that beat you." I said, "But you know what?" I said, "Think about it. Like, I take the credit, but think about it. Just between me and you, this guy came third. He probably didn't sleep since the race.
That's true.
He's out celebrating.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, man.
That's true.
He's missing calls.
truly out celebrating.
Yeah.
Like I would be if I came top 3. You know, I had nothing to celebrate at that moment. so me, I was trying to get back. Anyway, I won that race, and I was sitting with my manager. I was like, let's see what we could do on Twitter. So I took a selfie. I was like, back to work, and it just blew up.
Nah, that's crazy.
Rose emoji.
Wow.
Power, bro.
Yeah, because I was surprised. Like, you were still good with replies, even though you had all that
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Oh no, you know what I realized though with that, because you went from like 7K to 48, 46K followers. There was a request. There's a request list.
Yeah.
And there was a request one with like, well, I'll show you guys after. It's insane.
The tagged stories and stuff.
Not even the stories. It was just request people messaging you. You just got wherever.
Yeah.
There was the verified people and then there was normal people.
It splits it
And
up.
it splits it up. Yeah, it splits it up, and it just goes on forever.
I relate.
And I was like, man, I was sitting in quarantine. I was like, man, I feel so arrogant. These are good people that I left unseen. And then I was looking, I was like, damn, she's not bad.
You know what he's doing? Damn, these nice people. All right, this verified list. Let's go. No way.
Can't miss an opportunity.
I was like, I need a filtering process.
Man said,
That's
blue
great.
tick, I don't want it.
Nah.
Get like me.
Damn.
Oh wow.
That's wild.
Yeah, nah, what a change, bro. Like,
So it's like, damn, man, you just left all these people. But then they're pretty good. You know, you reply like later and they're okay, they understand. But you just have so many people that you don't reply to. And like everywhere. The worst, I had platforms everywhere. Like, it's okay if you just had Instagram or whatnot.
Yeah.
I had like a LinkedIn account. Like I had all these professional messages. Hi Peter, dear Peter. And then you had Instagram, yo. And you had Facebook. Some guy was telling me
uncles, bro.
yeah, uncle, legit. So uncle was telling me, and I
have a
felt
daughter.
bad. I felt bad. He was telling me, "Well done," and I was replying back to him, and I said, "Thank you." And he said, "You don't remember me? We're family, and all this stuff."
Not
and then he
those.
slipped. He said, "You don't remember me for Kakuma?" I was like, "Mate, I was never in Kakuma."
Got him lacking.
Bro, best believe he sent us.
I've been played out here.
Wow.
Oh, he might have thought I was
Damn.
someone else.
Yeah.
Because the amount of
Probably.
tags, like my Instagram, the whole story, just Peter, like your race,
Yeah.
just all over the place. I'm like, man, that's crazy, bro.
Bro, my whole fam. My sister was so invested, bro.
That's actually one of the people I remember their snaps or their stories or whatever being like into it.
Yeah.
She was so invested, bro. That killed me, man. Nah, that's sick, bro. I mean,
amazing.
even touching on that, like with the uncle situation, how have you been able to deal with that? Like, trying to be.
It's been funny. Like my mom, I was in quarantine and she said we have to throw you a party. And the thing is, they always did. It wasn't just because of that. Like that's why I said the best type of investment is what they do. It's like win or lose. Like I had a party when I was in Rio, just no one knew about it. Like because there wasn't much success in Rio. Anyway, she said we have to have a party, and some other person messaged me from the African Sudanese community from Perth. So we're gonna have a party. I said I can't do all these parties, and that's when you gotta kind of put your foot down. Like you can be nice, but you can't. You just invest too much energy if you go into this one. I was like, why don't we just have one and have a massive one? And I told my mom, let's just relax. And then my dad said, yes, take your rest. And my mom's out at the back. Don't tell him to rest. He's already 2 weeks in quarantine. He's resting enough. But they threw a party. It was nice. And it was at the park. And
Yeah, that's all you were dancing
That was
there.
nice, yeah.
like for the culture.
that was that-
That was for you.
Yeah, they threw that one.
That's
Bro,
very
I
nice.
thought you just rocked out.
That's what I thought as
It
well.
looked like you just said, oh, this is a nice party.
No, but that was good.
Mad, yeah.
And then
That's the home love that you like, you know what I mean?
Traditional clothing. Is that one where they're wearing like...
I mean, I think they just rocked that on the Daily Drip, bro.
That's
It's closed.
that's
Daily Drip.
that's just the culture. That's just the culture. So that was nice, you know, to see all the kids and stuff like that. I had photos printed out, signed it for them.
Amazing.
Probably I went out to a car wash with one of my friends, Madid, and Abra was with me, and Abra loves Snapchat. I think everyone has him on Snapchat, right? And he's posting, and we're there, and then this kid apparently saw his Snapchat, ran from the other side, and he ran,
No
and I thought he was
way.
running to me, he's smiling. He said, "Can I get a photo with both of you guys?" And then I realized how big this man was.
Black magic.
He is.
Bro.
This guy ran from across the other
man,
side. He was late to work
No.
just to get a photo. I was like,
Come
damn.
on.
I love that.
Man's getting drenched by the hose and everything.
And Abra did that again. We're training, and then some kid got his mom to drive to the park, and
Wow.
she got a photo. I was like, Abra, if you have enemies, you can't be doing that.
Come link me.
You can't be doing that. I was like, let's figure strategy.
Yeah,
Post stories
yeah.
after we're in the car.
The guy said, "Right now with the park, catch us." Not live, not right now.
But you need people like that around you because I feel like he keeps you grounded as well. You know, he
too
reminds
nice to
you like,
see,
yeah,
bro.
where you're
It's
from.
positive, yeah. And people always have the wrong image and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And they're like, I think a few stories with him doing that streak is like he was drunk just on the piss and whatnot. I was like, that's really funny because the guy's never touched alcohol in his life.
They drag it. They just look for something to drag.
And then someone's like, he did that sober?
Imagine what he would do. They're like, this is even better.
I love that.
Yeah, so there's always these just misinformation out there. Like another one was the usual one. I think it was reported all the news like Peter Ball from refugee camp to the Olympics. Yeah,
run with it.
that was a massive one. And the thing is, I was never upset at the reportings of refugee camp because I said if I ever came from a refugee camp, in fact, I have friends that from refugee camp and whatnot. You embrace where you come from.
Yeah.
It's just the issue that it was not even misrepresented. It was the assumption. Assumptions kill. Assumptions kill. Like you could literally kill that assumption by just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Like especially if that's your
For
job. Like,
You're meant to.
just sit
Yeah.
down and have a conversation. Like where did you come from?
That's it.
That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. Like where did you come from? Like what's your story? Like you know. So that was the only one.
It's also like, I don't know, maybe I'm cynical when it comes to like media corporations and all that kind of stuff, but it's like they know the clicks come from that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we just say, you know, regular immigrant family, worked hard, I came across on like, you know, points and all that kind of whatever that system was. It's like doesn't sell the same as refugee
The
camp
headlines,
and all that
yeah.
kind of
You don't
thing.
hit the same, bro.
Does it?
Hit the headline.
For whatever reason.
But the reality is, we did work hard.
100%,
and
of course.
and that's why it's important. It's super important to tell your story in your own words, especially once you get to that platform. Like you did work hard, and the fact that they associate refugee camp with a lot of struggle and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like where we came from, there was always struggle.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think I always credit my parents because I say they experienced the struggle. I was little. I was like 10 when I moved here. Like, what I know much about struggle. Like, they experienced all that stuff. That's why I think the most powerful thing about that whole story was for them. That's a massive win for my family. Because, like, that was just for them. Like, they're
It
like, we
paid
came
off.
from everywhere. Yeah, it paid
Yeah.
off. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, you know?
I was saying to these guys actually recently, and we had Chung on as well. Chung Ajak.
That was a good
Comedian,
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
I was
What is it?
saying-
Your girl?
Killed me, bro.
Yeah, but we're like the first we're the generation that gets to actually enjoy, you know what I mean, and really do what we want to do
Yeah,
as opposed to
for
just
sure.
make it. You know, like our parents, or I guess all of us came as immigrants or whatnot, and it's like they had to endure that process. For us, it's like we get to finally go, do I want to do this or do I want to do this, and just
And
and,
create
and
our
you
own.
don't want to put that message out like to be able to be accepted into society that you have to achieve that much. Like that's a lot of pressure on yourself already. Like you should just be accepted regardless.
100%.
Like medal no medal, Olympics no Olympics, like should be accepted, you know. And then it's good, like we contribute and whatnot. Obviously what I contribute is it's supposed to be in the media. It's supposed to like the Olympics in the media.
Yeah.
There's like people out there contributing, like doing a lot of good work. It's just will never get seen. But like
biotech.
yeah,
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Actually,
yeah, like legit. But like in all seriousness, in all seriousness, like
All
I
of the
said,
past 2 years has been biotech, like.
in all seriousness. Don't worry, I got you. Close friends with tonight. Tonight he's in the friends. He's at it tonight.
Bro, it's mad scenes, bro. Nah, it's just promising.
He's gonna go home and delete the episode, and nobody can have fun.
Yeah, nah, bro, it's actually too nice to see you, man. Like, yeah, like, I think it's especially when it's someone that you like, you believe this person actually deserves what they're getting right now. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for
It's
sure.
like, it's nice to see this type of attention or this type of impact now for you and for the
Coming
people
your
around
way.
you, because the way you're carrying it and the way that you're holding it down, it's like, this is now not just that moment and the buzz that you had and you took it to profit yourself only. It's like this can actually become something so much bigger now. Like you can take this into wherever you want to now master, like post Olympics now, like, you know, where's the next Olympics going to be held
I
at?
was gonna ask that. As
I
well.
forgot where it's going to be held.
Guys,
Oh, is it Brisbane?
Brisbane.
No, it's
Is
not.
Paris?
That's
Paris.
2 years.
It's in Paris, yeah.
Yeah. Paris, is it?
Paris, yeah.
Hey, bro, hey. Just.
We're gonna go. Surely.
Training partners. All right. Hey,
We're going to support.
I want you down.
I'll do
Make
media.
sure you just ask your sponsors. Get Qantas on board.
Yo,
Hey,
bro.
come on.
We'll be there.
I'm sending it, bro.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's nice, man. Even post after all that, when you're done with the Olympics or whenever that might be, keep going, bro. Hey, keep sending it. Another 3 Olympics if you want. Go for it.
I think that's the idea. It has to be like kind of bigger than sport, right? And I think that's why the story is so powerful and stuff, because it's like bigger than sport. Like we wanna be included in everything, not just sport, like in like every different aspect. And for me, if you're in a position to do that without compromising yourself too much, because again, you gotta keep strong with your mental. You can't compromise yourself too much. You can't be running around doing everything. Like you do what you can at your own cost, and then you don't want to compromise your health, your mental, because that's what gets you.
You didn't get sucked into beats and all that kind of and haircuts this time around or not?
There wasn't any haircuts. Bro, my boy Raheem, I was out in Germany. I was like, man, there's no brothers around here to cut my hair, because we're in Tübingen, it's like this prestigious town, and it's a university town, like philosophy and medicine. There's like, there ain't many brothers there. In fact, the way I met Raheem was Joe and I were sitting down I think we were just having food, and we saw Raheem. I was like, damn. Hey brother, come over.
No way.
The universal brother.
Yeah, we called him over, and like legit, that was like 2 years ago, and we've been friends ever since.
That's crazy.
And
is he actually from Germany? Sorry.
he's from Malawi, and he's studying
like- that's what he
international
is.
business there.
Yeah. Oh,
But now he's doing internship in Paris.
Come on, man.
Man's moving.
Let's move it, bro.
Man speaks better English than me.
That's too nice, man.
But yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Bro, man.
Nah, that's mad, man.
Bro. How is it?
Next time I'm doing that, bro. Hey, brother,
Just call someone whatever like
come
that.
and join
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
No,
But you
it's
can't do
good.
that in Hampton
It's good. And he was like,
Damn, bro.
There's all brothers in Hampton Park.
Hey, bro.
Bro, I'm trying
Whoa, another one.
We put it on blast like that now.
Hey, I'm trying to be different brothers, man. Come on, bro. Yo.
Bro. So you got PlayStations in there, huh?
yeah. Shout out to PlayStation.
Shout out PlayStation, shout out Sony, bro.
They said he's a gift to Australia, mate.
Yeah, legit.
I have to pay for that,
We
bro.
love
How's
it.
that, man? Like, literally, just because you were looked after, like, everywhere you're going, bro.
Yeah.
That's too nice of a feeling.
I was looked after pretty well.
You were looked after, bro.
I was chilling.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it was real nice. I didn't even play that much, right? I used to play PlayStation 4 with Joseph. We play FIFA, and then I was in quarantine. In quarantine, like your mind just goes crazy, thinking and whatnot. I was like, man, let's try a few things. So I went on Instagram. I was like, hey, PlayStation, you reckon you can send me
No
a
way.
PlayStation? I'll be in quarantine. I'd really appreciate it. And funny enough, an email came the next day, and they said, yeah, where you staying and stuff like that. I thought it was a joke. And then I get a knock on my door. I was like, I don't want to hear it. Another COVID test.
Oh, no way.
and then there was a PlayStation right there.
Damn.
It was awesome, yeah.
Hey, shout
Can
out
you
to that
imagine?
faithful security guard that didn't just run with
That take it, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'll give it to Peter Ball.
it. What? Hike the price up. Peter Ball's PlayStation.
Yo. Just like that, eh?
That was dope.
Just believe I'm
That was
trying
dope.
that.
That's all you have to do. Just send them a DM.
Just
and
send them a
they
message.
might.
And you have to
they
come
might.
forth in the Olympics.
Yeah.
There's also that part.
That too.
But yeah, you just get sent all these stuff, and it's pretty cool. But also, I didn't accept so many stuff because you didn't want, especially with the COVID quarantine, you didn't want just people running up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Because you could,
Now you get a different headline come out. You know?
you could literally put on Instagram, I'm in this room, blah blah,
People
and people
send
would have
you-
sent you like a bunch of gifts,
Yeah.
and that would have been nice, but it's like, damn, just like,
responsibility
Great power comes
aspect.
great responsibility.
yeah, it's all yeah. So
That's lit, man.
I would have sent it.
I was gonna say you're a good
I was gonna
person.
say,
You're
no,
a
you
good-
can't have people going up and down.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'm hungry on the story.
Man said I'm hungry. I feel like chicken wings. I'm telling them what I want.
What
Buffalo,
are
Buffalo.
options? Present to me.
Bro, go do it, man. I don't care, bro.
yeah.
Nah, it's too crazy.
No, that was a good part. You know, you get stuff sent, and it's still to this day I get stuff sent, which is so nice.
What have you been keeping up with there, man? Like, aside from all that, what's downtime looking like, man?
What's what?
What's downtime looking like?
You
Like,
said,
yeah.
what's Valentine's looking
Oh,
like?
I mean,
No, this man.
That too.
I said, nah, I won't be here on the 14th. I said, I have a, he said, it's Valentine's Day. I was like, no. I'm just there for a race. I was like,
That is your Valentine.
I was racing, bro.
Love with
We're
sport.
jumping here.
We'll get into Valentine after that, but
Yeah. Maybe you can help me next time I see you out.
Hey, maybe you can help me. Your DMs are going crazy.
not mine.
Also, was that no comment for the story, the outing story? Because y'all totally just breezed past that one.
It was
Oh, no, we can discuss that after.
Yeah, it wasn't actually bad.
All right.
It's just annoying.
Okay.
It's just annoying.
But yeah, downtime.
It wasn't even a girl. That's the worst part.
Alright, can we just say it?
Nah,
You have to clarify.
leave him with something.
Surely you got to clarify that.
Because that man is in my followers.
We'll leave him with something. We'll leave him with a bit of what is it? A lucidity, right? That's free. I was gonna say that's for the Patreon.
Yeah, no lie.
Oh man, what happens, huh? But yes, what's downtime look like for you, bro? Also, I see you're real smart with it, bro, man. Turn the
I
bottle.
was gonna ask you, are they paying?
I actually wanted to take the bottle off for you, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, are they paying for Peter Ball downtime like that? You know, airtime rather. Yes. What do you look? What are you doing, man?
At the moment, I'm back
Yeah.
to training. I spent most of my quiet time back in Perth, so catching up with family, whatnot. The good thing is the gig I got with Airbnb, we got to go out to Broome, and that was the best
That's
downtime.
nice.
Man, we just explored, checked out the place. That's
crazy.
I was there with, and they're like, I think they said, do you have a romantic partner you can take? I said, nah, but I think I could take. Yeah.
I got a friend.
But man, the place was just unreal because like you think of Broome, you wouldn't really think of going there. Well, we wouldn't, but it's so nice, man. If you ever get a chance to
I was
go.
meant to go to Perth, bro.
Yeah,
Until they locked off the borders.
No, I'm sorry, man.
The craziest part is like I didn't even hear about any border closure or anything like that. Jetstar just said, "Bruv, take that ticket back. It's yours. We don't regret it. You don't need it."
No way. You did that.
Bruh. But it looked nice.
It was so nice.
How long
Just-
were you up there for?
I think five days.
Oh, that's nice.
That's good.
Beaches, nice beaches. The weather was good.
Yeah.
Went on a plane ride. Camel rides.
Oh wow.
We wore the
ride?
whole traditional clothes. Looked like we're in Dubai. It was nice, man.
Puts up a Snapchat, Dubai.
Honest. We wouldn't even have been like, we wouldn't be
known.
shook.
Yeah.
That's what everyone was
honestly.
saying. Don't post where we're going. So we're at the airport. He went to the international section and said international, and then he said for the next 17 hours, don't post anything because we're supposed to be in Dubai.
You're on a flight.
I told everyone I'm in Dubai.
I was like, come on, man, you're killing me.
It's too
Love
crazy.
that. Love that.
Yeah, but we loved it, man. We loved
Yeah.
it. So that's a good way to spend your downtime. And we even did a little bit of training there too. The best part was probably spending time with the locals. It was awesome, man. It was this. We went to some place. I think it was near Cable Beach or something, and there was this kid. He looked like he was 5 years old. This kid was fishing by himself, throwing out the net, doing his own thing, teaching us. I was like, damn, that's so cool.
The real locals.
And they went basketball, and we were just playing basketball with these kids. And they came over and they asked for a photo during one of the festivals we went to, the night markets, whatever, food stuff. And we're like, they're like, do you guys play ball? I said, yeah. And then we actually rocked up, played basketball with them. And
Made their life, bro.
I was gonna say.
yeah, like you think you made their life, I think they made ours. Man, we were having the best time of our life. We're just playing basketball with them. It's pretty fun.
Love that.
That's sick.
That's-
Does it feel
that's
weird
nice.
going places and you don't get that reaction? Like, obviously, I know you've mentioned you do like your time, your space. But all right, you go to a slightly populated kind of place or shopping center or whatever. Does it feel weird when no one's like, oh, that's Peter Ball?
No, actually,
No?
no. It's calm. In fact, it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Does it happen daily?
I was gonna say, does that happen often?
And I'm not out that often.
Fair.
Not trying to catch COVID. and
Yeah,
all
there's
that.
that as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
man.
trying
There's work to do.
I know you guys.
How did you avoid that for so long?
I don't think it was my choice.
Willpower.
I don't think I could see it and running away from it.
Honest. Nah.
But nah, I've just been, I don't know. Like, I was 100% certain I would have caught it in Portugal or something. But I was fine. And I was like, London, isn't this full of COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine too.
You've been the
dodging
number
it.
one COVID dodger in the
Yeah.
world, bro.
And like,
COVID and lockdown.
And lockdowns,
apparently. Yeah.
and lockdowns, yeah.
How the heck?
How do you do it?
Oh, no.
That's too nice, bro.
I knows how to move.
Bro, last time we said you've had a different year, bro. This year again, you've had a completely different
amazing.
year to the rest of the world, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what's good for the rest of the year?
Sheesh.
Are there any like international athletics like major tournaments this year?
Yeah, we've got Com Games in August. But before that, we got World Champs.
Because last year was 2021.
Yeah.
So the 2 years has already happened.
Yeah.
So we got Com Games August in Birmingham, and we've got World Champs in July. So a few weeks before Com Games, and that's in America, Eugene. So back again,
Back to
This
traveling.
year, man.
more jet lag.
Proper jet lag.
Yeah, no,
Proper one, yeah. It helps,
proper.
yeah.
It is really busy. Yeah, the jet lag actually does mess you around though. Like, say, for example, like when I left Australia, I went from the Gold Coast to I think I flew from Brisbane. Flew from Brisbane to Frankfurt. You know, I was long ass flight, and then from there you fly back to the time zone to Tokyo, and then from Tokyo you fly back to Europe. Time zones just mess around. Mess around with you. It's just
You probably missed a good 3 days of the year.
I was gonna
Honestly.
say like technically you're not, but it feels like you're actually missing.
Bro, I missed my whole
A
birthday one
day.
year.
Yeah.
I spent
did, yeah,
my
one time I
birthday
did
in the
too.
plane.
Yeah.
And I just missed it. Like,
You just
I
missed
left
it.
on the 15th, landed on the 17th.
Yeah,
My birthday,
yeah,
come on. Just didn't exist that year. I said, bet.
Yeah.
dangerous place.
Yo, that's wild, man.
Wow. Just going like this, back and
Back and
forth.
forth.
It's a lot on your body, I guess, too. It's heavy. But once, if you're excited, like if you're going to Europe for the first time, you don't really care.
It's worth it.
You sleep. But I think I slept one of the flights. I slept the whole thing, man. I woke up, I was like, oh, we're nearly there. It's not too bad.
It was a good flight.
The best feeling in the world. When we moved from the Middle East to here,
Yeah.
it was a long flight. It's like 15
is the one where you
or
were crying?
16 hours. Right.
Yeah.
It's like, because I was emotional, yeah, like I'm losing all
No.
my friends, all that. The first half hour.
Why are you guys laughing?
yeah.
Damn.
No, we're not laughing.
What is going on?
I just let me explain this. Yeah, this is our opportunity for our podcast to get picked up by maybe Channel 7, maybe Channel 9, maybe something, and we're just gonna look like D-heads when a man opens up.
Nah, ain't nobody laughing. Nobody's laughing at you.
Hey, I don't know. I could have.
Bro, you said I'm going to miss my friends, bro.
I missed my friends.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro.
No,
Hey, let the man be honest. Vulnerability is strength.
Now, go ahead.
So I cried like first half hour, knocked out for 15 hours.
Yeah.
Woke up for the last one,
Damn.
last half hour. And then
You know, if I cry for 5 hours, I'll be knocked out too.
I was dehydrated.
That would have been slim, you know.
Oh, damn.
The guy
That's
said cried the
crazy.
first half an hour.
I mean, with all that traveling and back and forth, how do you expect to have a Valentine's? Who's going to wait around if you're traveling left, right, and center like that?
Yeah, is that annoying, bro?
Yeah.
What's that?
That, because you're not settled
Constantly.
anywhere. You know? You're not ever... Yeah, you move around a lot. No, that sounds crazy. You fly around and travel a lot.
Choose your words wisely. Choose your words wisely.
How did you make your change? My bad.
You can tell.
You travel a lot, you know what I'm saying?
segment.
Yeah.
Now you
sure you
travel a
cut
lot, you know? So it's like, yeah, like, does that annoy you in any way? Like, not being able to, like, you just actually can't settle in a spot because of the nature of, like, you know, the competition's here. You're working, competition's there, presentations here, opportunities here.
Yeah, I'm never.
Are you
in one
just
place.
you just accepted that kind of a lifestyle now, or like?
I think you have to. The moment you don't enjoy it, then it's probably performance probably goes down.
Yeah, that's true.
And you think about it, if you have a Valentine's, right? I said if. If you have a Valentine's, right? Or you have a partner, you probably miss them like crazy if
Yeah,
you're on the
you
other
would.
side of the world. But people make it work too. Yeah. So
Nah, they're capping, bro.
Yeah,
it's not off camera.
Nah, they lying, bro. They lying.
Whoa.
That's tough, bro. That long distance,
bro,
is-
you're in Europe. Come on, man. Like,
and you're
And during COVID.
bro.
Yeah, true. And during
The worst
COVID
part
too.
is you're having fun.
Yeah, that would suck for
You've got to
them.
pretend to How was your day?
Yeah, nah, that would suck for her. That would suck for her.
I don't want to know
That is
about
not
your
me.
shit.
That is
Nah. Don't be putting no one through that. Don't put anyone through that. Nah,
Bro.
not yet.
Breaking records, bro, and all that, man. Meeting up with this friend in this country, travel to this country. Yeah, how's your shift, babe? You don't care. Yeah, nah.
At least I don't have to justify myself anymore. You guys doing well. Listen carefully.
Nah, for real.
Oh man,
Gosh,
lifestyle,
yeah, it
That
really
look
is.
exciting, bro.
It
Sound like
is,
exciting
it
year,
is.
bro.
Yeah, no.
The year literally just started as well, which
Yeah.
is the craziest part. And
That's
it's
nice.
And it's like there's just so much
There's
to
a
come
lot
from
lined
this
up
as well
already.
right now, man.
Yeah.
So, nah, we're keen for
But it's like this is the year that everything from the Olympics is kind of overflowing too. So now this is where a lot of your, business opportunities, a lot of, competitions, all of that, it's all going to be spewing. And because it is just the start of the year, like you've got a lot ahead of you, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I've got
like
a
heaps
lot.
ahead of you, yeah.
You're right. That's actually a good point. So
Just
much.
realised
A
now.
few I can't mention yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be a really nice year.
That's nice,
Actually,
bro.
next few weeks.
Say no
So-
more,
a
man.
few
That's
weeks
nice.
even.
Gonna
Come
be
on.
continued.
Yeah. Dot. Ending it like the last podcast, the first podcast episode you did, bro. Nah,
It's
that's,
gonna be.
yeah. Nah, that's it, bro.
Big things coming, huh?
Are you planning to do anything with the engineering stuff that you were mentioning?
Oh, true.
I'm not trying to work right now.
Yeah. I understand it 1,000,000%.
Honesty first, right?
Because the other day you snatched something in an office or something, and I was like,
yeah.
wait, no way this guy went back to work.
Yeah, I was like, hey, hold on.
No. That's just to like, because those are people I worked with.
Right.
It's like I always try go back
Yeah.
and for the people
That's
that I
awesome.
worked with and that actually contributed and made a difference.
The
So,
caption threw us off too.
what was that?
The caption.
Yeah.
Threw you off?
Yeah, because it actually felt like
Felt like you were back in the
Yeah.
in the-
Oh, it's close friends list, yeah. That's social media, right? You can believe anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was or if it wasn't. I just remember the caption. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I look back at my social media, I'm like, man, like people can get completely different understanding.
With no context, yeah.
completely different understanding.
The coffee was disgusting that you just put a photo up on. You know what I mean? Like it might have been the worst coffee in the world.
No, not even that, bro.
put
It's
it
like
up.
you just got cussed at by the waitress. Everything happened. You know
Exactly
what?
right.
Nice frappe.
Like you could be having the worst day and then post something nice and everyone's like, wow, he's
Everyone's
living.
almost, that's
Yeah.
facts.
So that's social media because you're in charge, but you're not in charge of what people think. That's the thing.
Yeah, definitely not.
So you
In the narrative,
you can
yeah.
play it your way if you wanted to and do whatever you want.
I like that, honestly. I'm not trying to work right now. But you are working, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to work 2 jobs.
There.
There you go.
There's that, man. That's sick, bro. What's been the nicest, I don't know if you did you ask this just before?
He said his favorite moment.
Nah, yeah. So what's been the I don't even know if you can even answer this. Like the nicest or most surprising like deal or DM or something like that.
Surely the PS5.
Hey,
I think he's trying to get a PS5 right now. He's trying to get a PS5.
Bro, I even told you, I said send me that.
like, you need to travel soon. I'll hold it down.
Nah, you wasn't ready to go on.
Yeah, we PS5 gang now, Peter. We got 2 now,
I
bro.
sold mine, bro.
Yeah, this guy sold his. Yeah. What's been? Maybe that's the question. Like most surprising. You don't want to, you don't want to burn bridges. Yeah. What's been the most surprising? Like, I actually wasn't expecting that.
Maybe Prime Minister was a big one.
Yeah.
And then just all different athletes as well. That's a good one. Like
Around the
all
world?
different sports.
Oh, that's
Like
nice.
especially in Australia,
Yeah.
the footy boys got behind it. Like Nick Nat.
Very dope guy. I would love to meet that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah.
Because there's certain athletes look like they're very close together.
yeah,
Like,
very good.
that's very nice.
Dylan Alcott, because we know Dylan Alcott, so like and he's a legend. So, that was awesome.
What sport?
Bro, are you serious? Tennis.
Tripping. Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Tennis. Yeah, we
I'm
just
worse
went to
at
his
tennis.
last game. He's retired.
Yeah.
He's retired. Australian of the year.
Yeah.
Is
he
it?
just won, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
We will look at that.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
this name sounds mad familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Australia.
true. Oh, you're coming for his spot next, bro. That's crazy.
How many Australians of the year are there? Because it was him. Was it also that
I
Grace
think
Tame
there's
as well?
like
She was
different-
last year.
She
There's
was
only
last-
one Australian of the
okay.
year.
There's
And
different
then I think there's
categories,
different
though.
categories.
Yeah.
Young Australian of the year.
Yeah.
Western Australian of the year. Victorian.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It sounds like
That's your own country.
What am I?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
that's
an
right.
amazing
For sure.
award. It's
Yeah, I
an
wouldn't mind
amazing
that.
award.
Damn.
But the good thing I think was I always had this idea like wherever I go, I want to bring my friends and the people that I grew up with. So the good thing is, you get invited to heaps of places now, and if you're like the top of the guest list, you can say I want a +1, +2, right? So I remember I think we went to awards night in Perth. And I took all the boys. I took out. It was so fun. It was so
But
fun.
everyone was suited up. So everyone dressed to impress. Everyone suited up. So
They were ready. They were ready. They just needed the opportunity. And they even got Channel 7, got interviewed. True. And then Abra was there. It's like they're like, "Are you guys proud of Peter?" I said, "Of course. Look where he brought us."
He's a lead, bro.
Get in the show, bro. Get in the damn show.
So hands down, that's probably the best. And then
Yeah.
That's
and then you have that, and you can take your friends and family places, and they can just come along. It's awesome just having them with you. It's pretty cool. And if Melbourne has events, you'd be I'd be when Joe broke Australian record, he's getting invited to all these events, and we went. Or Australian Open, we got invited to Australian Open, and we're sitting at the courtside seats. And it's how many tickets do you need? I was like, damn, I need 3. And I took Joseph and I took Ngor, and it was fun. It was man, that's dope.
Oh yeah, that was
Yep,
recent.
yep.
That was dope,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, damn
people
was.
are gonna think you took me.
You should have just run with it.
Yeah. It was so good, man.
That game was good, yeah?
Crazy, man. What? How do you guys not know Dylan Alcott personally?
I said personally, man.
That's crazy.
Funny, this is why he's a great guy, because he was sitting on the other side and he texted me. He said, "Wave," and he was just sitting on the other side. That is a cool part about it. All these new events you get invited to, everything. So it's nice.
Yeah. Have you tried the "Do you know who I am" thing yet?
I would never.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
I would never.
Definitely
I
don't.
definitely would.
Okay, in a funny circumstance, maybe. But
To who
how
though?
funny would it
actually
be?
trying to get out of something. I can't remember who it was years and years ago. Not Penelope Cruz, one of those ones. She got pulled over for speeding or DUI, and she's like, "Do you know who I am?" I'm like, I don't care.
Speedy. Yeah. Okay, you
Yeah,
right.
nah.
Nah.
I think I'll definitely let that one fly, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where would you even let it fly?
Like a club.
Exactly where.
Like something cheeky or something funny.
This guy lets a fly at Macca's. Do you know who I am? Yeah, make that $10 a tootie.
Bro. Actually. Especially, because I've been realizing, right? Everyone's always down to actually hook you up a little bit, yeah? So, bro, something in my eyes I'm trying to talk. Low-key, it's only been with, food stuff recently, yeah? But if you have a little bit of banter... Actually, no, even in Gold Coast, we got the hookup for the photos. Remember the photo package?
Yeah.
Was it free?
It was.
She gave it to us for free, yeah? Just because of the banter, just because of the conversation. So if I was also famous on top of that... I'm paying for nothing.
You take advantage.
You think I'm just gonna give you this banter for free? Nah,
Bro,
bro.
what? You got to have a conversation with me.
Bro. No, shout out to you, bro.
And then we're
Yeah.
gonna sit there once or twice.
Yeah.
A couple times
Just
here
on a
and
cheeky,
there.
on a cheeky one.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
nah,
crazy.
never.
But I was gonna ask, do you reckon you've hit your peak with running?
What a question.
Because you're definitely still striving for the next Olympics. So it's
Yeah.
do you think you've, done what you can, or you still got it in you?
I think I still got a bit more, a lot more. Definitely till Paris. And then I'm happy after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in reality, that's the thing about, I guess, sport or even life in general. You're actually not guaranteed anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So the crazy thing is Tokyo, although I was planning to go there and do well, and I did do pretty well, you're not even guaranteed to rock up. Even things with COVID, you could have tested positive and not even race.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would have been completely different. We'd be having different stories today. Like
You would've
crazy,
said,
yeah.
please, can I come on the podcast?
They kill me.
Offering double.
Wait, but think about that, bro.
Oh, because he caught COVID. Come on, man.
Bro,
That's
when you
bro.
deep that life is crazy for that, bro. Like the chain reaction of
Yeah.
like one thing could have been a completely different compliment today.
Because
bro.
even
That's
the same is
true.
I don't know if the same is how two guys tripped over each other, and then one of them had to.
One of them was world number one at the time. Forgot his name though.
He's still the fastest guy. That's the thing about racing. Like he still ran the fastest time last year.
I forgot his name, but he's from
Nigel Amos,
Botswana?
Botswana. Yeah, funny dude.
We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shout out to Nigel. Yeah, like he's still the fastest. Like he's just raw speed, fast.
Crazy.
But you still gotta put it together. Like when emotion, everything comes together, you gotta put it on a race.
you're right.
Otherwise, it doesn't really. Just same as like I can tell you like Paris is the next big thing. Like, how am I gonna spend that much energy on? It's like so far away.
Yeah.
It's like 3 years away. So it's like you focus on what's now, like the small steps. And surely, if you do that good enough and you keep going, by Paris you'd be pretty good.
What is normal age to retire for track?
I actually don't know. Rotage.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they're
Rotage is 32, I think.
big, bro.
You're 32.
Yeah,
I thought
Rotage is 32.
Yeah.
It's funny. Rotage is a funny guy. After the race, yeah, you know. Sorry, I'm thinking you guys were with me.
Not just with this spirit.
He gave me a bracelet. I was like, I don't know if that's offensive or nice.
He said, no, just take it.
I know you didn't get a medal, brother, but
Oh, no. I didn't catch on, damn.
Wait, not even the flower bouquet. Not even the
They got
bouquet.
it.
Hey, do you want to take a photo with it?
no, I wake up every morning like Kenya.
Nah, that's crazy.
I ask because like athletes are getting more and more like they're just taking care of their bodies in a different way, and like more money is put into their bodies.
Yeah,
as
for
well.
sure.
And like we're seeing
Science now is like,
Yeah, there's
Brady
science
is not
in it.
retired.
Bro, he retired.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
No, he announced it.
No, he's definitely not.
He's
He
like
actually
what?
announced
He's like
it.
what?
45.
41.
Did he actually
Oh,
fully
wow.
announce it?
Oh,
Yeah, like so he finally confirmed it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
they were
speculations.
rumors,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Well, we don't know." And I think today it came out like he's actually it's like 45, bro. Ronaldo's playing crazy football at
Crazy,
37. Messi's 34.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
LeBron is
what,
37.
17th season or whatever he is now.
37.
he's
yeah.
been in the league longer than he was out of it,
that's insane.
which is mental.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, so
there's
like
a-
you honestly, even for
potential.
track or for any sport, like, you don't
Science,
know.
yeah.
Nadal
Yeah.
just won at 35 or whatever, however
Yeah.
old he is.
Yeah. You just gotta take care of your body.
Yeah.
For sure.
Guys, see, shout
Body
out to
and mind.
biotechnology, mate.
But damn, track
picking that up.
is a different
Track's a
ball game
different
too.
thing
Yeah,
as well.
that's
Mm.
because those
be
guys know how to
100%.
rest. Example, LeBron knows when to rest, like when he's on the court. You know what I
Say
mean?
sub.
like even like
Imagine the 800, right? I'm leading the 400. 500 in. JD, jump in. Jump in.
Sub.
I said, brother, when you see this one,
Imagine.
Insane.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Because I was thinking it would depend on the type of race as well, like 100 meters versus 400 and 800.
Oh, but you got the 100. You got like Justin Gatlin. Is
I don't know, man. I heard the guy be talking some drugs to help him win the races.
Allegedly, bro. Come on, man. Everything's
no.
Come
He
on, don't
did
ruin
get
friendships here.
He did get done. No, he's right. He did get done like
Yeah,
three,
I forgot what-
even 2-3 times.
Yeah, he got done a few times. Yeah.
Performance enhancing, yeah.
After the first one, it's like, yeah.
What about that big controversy with
Shaqiri?
Oh man,
Yeah.
bro,
smoking weed?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Because we were
Yes.
expecting to see some like some speed, bro. Like,
Bro, but she's been kind of ass since the whole thing.
but like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been
Nah,
nice
but
to see at that stage. You know,
To
what I
be
mean?
honest,
On that platform.
the Jamaicans would have
Bro,
still.
Oh, they
And those girls,
smoked
they're
it.
nice because they're humble, bro.
Yeah.
Did you watch all them races and stuff? Like, did you get to meet any of them or anything?
No, I actually didn't. I didn't go to the track.
Yeah,
Oh no way.
I went to the basketball. Just the track. I just went to my
yeah, just your
races and
Those girls were
That was-
amazing.
bro. Yeah,
that was
Absolutely
they're fast. Think about it.
amazing.
If I was to be in that 100-meter woman, I wouldn't make the final. That's how fast they are. That's how fast they are. And I'm a professional athlete.
Yeah. Olympic level.
Yeah, that's how fast they are.
Sheesh,
Bro,
That's
the way they
insane.
cleaned it
Yeah.
up.
But this is the same as like 2008 or whatever it was when it
Ridiculous.
was Johan Blake, Bolt, and I can't
Asafa
remember the other
Powell.
one. Asafa Powell.
Yep,
And
yep,
they were
yep.
just
Nah, but bro, it was
Came to
actually,
eat.
it looked so good.
Too elite. Too
nice,
elite.
bro. The way they
Cleaned it up. Oh my days, the composure. Bruh. It's
nice.
crazy.
What was
man.
Sha'Carri like? Because recently they announced, I think she's on Big Brother or whatever for like the coming season.
She got a lot of
So it's
I
like,
guess,
those kind of-
media commercial stuff outside.
Depends on
because
where you wanna
everyone's
take it,
behind
you know?
Yeah, it depends
Yeah.
where you want to take
Yeah.
it.
She's
Where
quite-
you see yourself potentially
which
going,
means like to me the way I see it, I don't know, just judging based on other celebrities, is like you're kind of I guess going towards that more content creator slash
Which is fine if that's what she
pull the
wants to
last ends of the bag that you can until
Yeah.
because it doesn't look like it's
So she's
actually
still
going
be
to
young,
go there
yeah.
for sport. You know?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is
she's
young,
young.
so
She's
she's
young.
got
She's
she's
very
got time ahead of her.
do. She's got time, but
Yeah.
depends which direction she
Which-
wants
yeah,
to go.
that's
She's talented
true.
to go both ways.
For sure.
100%.
I think she's talented, but it's up to her. But the thing is, there's so much hype, and I don't think she believes too much of it. I think the moment you start believing too much of it, then you lose yourself, and then that athletics kind of goes out the way.
How do you feel about that then? Because obviously, like we looked at it because this was actually around the time we did our live episode. Is when
Yeah.
she got the thing. Because I remember we chatted about it then, and we were looking at it more on an emotional stance of like, yeah, she smoked weed, but it was to cope with her mom's
With her mom's death.
death
Yeah.
and all that kind of situation. And so it's like on a human side, I'm like, man, like for me, it's like it's just weed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a
Like,
performance
have some
enhancing
leeway.
drug.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
Anyway, I've never seen someone do sport better because they're high.
what if okay, say weed is not performance enhancing, obviously, but what if half of competing is your mindset, but if you're using
There you go.
if you're using that and
Yeah.
you're staying relaxed before a race and whatnot.
Mm.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying
Yeah,
what if
yeah.
what if
Nah,
that's
that- yeah,
what if that's
yeah,
nothing?
yeah,
But
yeah.
my,
Well,
my only opinion is
I'd
like,
actually never thought of
but
it.
it's just a rule. No matter what happens,
Yeah.
it's a rule. Like I don't
Yes.
think they were just against her.
Okay.
I think it was just a rule.
Just-
to be
yeah.
That's what I was
completely-
gonna ask.
I mean, it
It's
was
just
a
a rule.
rule.
I-
It's,
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not even I think. It actually
Can't go
was
against
a
it, yeah.
rule.
It's just a
Yeah.
rule. But of course, the media blew it up and
For sure.
people blew it up.
I'm happy
and
that you
saying-
did not get caught in any media nonsense, bro. Because we did not want to see
I
none of
wasn't
that.
smoking anything.
No, like just in general, bro. Like, bro, no, like for real. Like I was actually like, bro, I pray no journalist gets very like trigger happy and just tries to do something to Peter Bowl.
Yeah.
He's got to protect this man at all costs.
Protect him. Peter Ball found testing the limits of cardboard beds. They found 3 girls.
You know what I mean? I was like, bro, please, just nothing, man. Just let this man ride out and do what he's trying to do right now. Man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, hey,
But that was
shout
good to
out
see.
to them.
Though, yeah.
It must be a marketing manager, man, like Abrabol.
He was getting up to that.
It must be the manager. He's held it down. You know what I mean?
Did he get to come to Japan or not?
Who?
No, he was holding it down at
He
Perth.
was-
bro.
Nah, it was only down.
He was held back
Mama's
home.
house.
That was the
Yeah.
mayor of Perth.
He was at Mama's house.
Yeah, Mama's house. We're holding it down.
Yeah. No one really got to go to Tokyo.
Yeah,
There was no
just
point.
players and coaches, right?
Not even barely coaches even.
Oh snap!
There was no point. Like if my coach came to Tokyo, he wouldn't have been able to see us, or even go in the stadium. So like,
Damn.
you better off.
strict.
And
Very
then
secluded.
and
They
then,
were
you-
struggling
and then
with
2
COVID.
weeks quarantine. It's like probably just better watching from home.
I think we really did not see the impact of COVID at all from what you guys actually got to see. Like
Globally.
what it looked like. I mean, globally, but also like even just the Olympics
In
themselves.
there,
Like,
yeah, the
because they don't necessarily show the empty arenas and stadiums and stuff. Like you see
In
glimpses of
fact,
that.
you're right. Because when I was watching my races, I was like,
Didn't
this is
look like
better
it.
than the
Yeah.
thing. Because you had the sounds and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And the crowd, the fake crowd. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, this is nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Did
you,
some CGI as well?
Yeah.
Or am I just making things up in my head?
I think you made it up.
Because even the interest, like to the finals, that was
Yeah.
like,
It
was high.
Yeah, it
You know
was.
what I mean?
It was.
way.
That's true.
I forgot about that, man.
You know what I mean? So like what you guys saw must have been a madness. You know? Like it would have been so different. And just even the way, you know, Athletes Village and all that kind of stuff, cafeteria probably operated was so different. Like it would have been timed and everything. Like probably you guys get to eat at this time, you guys get to eat at this time. Like it's not just like the haps like
Yeah,
other
it's not-
Olympics must have been at all.
Yes.
That's
I think-
crazy.
I think there was no even parties. Everyone was hanging out at the park. I was like, I'm
Damn.
not hanging out at the park. I'm getting out of here.
Around catch COVID.
But the food courts are all right. There was the international one and there's the Japanese one. Man, Japanese food goes hard.
Hey,
especially from Japan.
it's the best cuisine in the world to me.
I didn't know until I was there. I was like, damn, like, find me at the Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
It's nice, yeah.
That's lit.
But
There's a
yeah,
really good one in Melbourne called Yakimono. Message them. Get us all.
Get us a seat at the table.
Say no more.
But like, I'm actually serious. It recently opened up. They're trying to do influencer stuff. So
Send it.
that's the one I went to.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's where someone was there
Where is it?
recently.
City near Swanston Street.
Very
I think so.
say no more. You guys might see me there. You
Yeah, man.
guys will be betrayed I didn't take us.
He's gonna be a close friend.
Anyway,
See Abra Ball there.
Oh man.
marketing meeting.
Hey, bro. That's too nice, man. I mean, you've answered already, but like immediately, what can people look forward to next? What's your next race? Yeah, what's happening, bro?
I'm racing.
We know already. Yeah.
Racing Adelaide man, I'm even confused. On under 12. So that's like 9-10 days.
Soon.
Yeah. So it's but just a small race. Nationals somewhere in March, start of April. Then probably first international race will be up in Doha in May. And then from there to Europe or to America, one of the two.
Imagine.
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
And then after that, probably won't be back until end of September for Perth.
Long time.
Can't surprise. No.
Yeah, back September, and then probably won't be back in Melbourne until December.
Whoa. That's a real outside. Bro.
See why I can't have a Valentine?
Exactly. And do you usually travel alone for all of those, like on the plane, or do you have like coach and people with you?
Depends. Sometimes Joseph usually comes with, and then like because I've lived overseas for quite a bit of time now, so I've got a lot of friends there. Sometimes I'm surprised. I've got more friends there than probably here. It's in Melbourne, except now living in Richmond is a bit dodgy, man. You can go out anytime you want because everything's so close.
Yeah,
like I
that's
need you.
true.
Like I'm quite lazy. It's like no, I don't want to go drive all the way there. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a mission. But now it's like, man, I could ride my scooter in 2 minutes.
Hey, there's new scooters on the street.
Yeah, the new scooters,
Yeah.
It's the setup,
Yeah.
It's like, man, I could just go see my boys at Lux.
Hey, I'll pull up in the scooter. Someone take me home.
I literally thought about it. One Sunday, I went to sleep early, like 8, and then I woke up at midnight. I was like, man, I could still make it to Lux.
That's crazy, bro.
Love that.
That's lit.
That's so good.
No, we're happy for you, man.
Yeah,
Nice
honestly.
stuff to see, bro, honestly. And like even keen to see when you actually do start implementing all the other like I mean you're already doing community stuff now, but when you start to push that a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Season 2 of In My Spikes, man, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
bro. Like we're excited for that, bro. Because one, you deserve it. 2, it's just been nice to see. It's been wholesome.
I
You know what I mean?
appreciate
It's a
it.
journey we've all just generally like been able to follow and like sick stuff, bro.
Yep.
Yeah,
What's
man.
up? Nah, thank you.
Hey.
Good having you on.
Anyone else got it? I'm just feeling good.
First guest to have them on the
wholesome.
second
Yeah.
time. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm the first time. I'm breaking all records, huh?
Australian
So
records.
true.
Yeah. That's us, man.
Ma, we're getting.
I'm in.
Live photo, guys, for audio listeners. That's what we're doing right now.
All right, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Disruption Podcast. Make sure you follow Peter. Not that he needs more, but
Nah, I need that.
Definitely follow.
People800. Make sure you hit up manscaped.com. Use the code TDP. That's 20% off and free shipping. 100%. Ego Expo is happening as well, 26th to 27th of February. We're going to have a booth there. We're going to be interviewing all the top brands, top
Influencers,
people,
creators,
artists.
We'll see. We'll be running around too. But make sure you get your tickets. Just fly. I don't know. Maybe you'll get picked up for something. I don't know. But yeah. Catch you guys next week. Stay peaceful. Stay humble.
Stay peace.
You say anything right
Well, let's
now.
just say real quick. I'm wearing contacts for the first time, yeah? My eyes are watering every now and then. I got to do this. My brain's trying to think of words. Peace. Stay
There's a lot
humble.
going
Stay
on.
safe. We'll catch you next week.
Yeah, man. Ladies. Hey, round of applause, bro. Why not? Yeah. All right, we out.
Let's get them photos going before we forget.
Let's see.